guys, this is Pete from Crunch Time Coaching. Welcome to my three-part series on my baby, the slicer. We're gonna have a great time. Fasten your seatbelts and let's get started. Alright guys, if you don't know me, my name is Peter Freeman. I am the owner of CrunchTimeCoaching.com, which is an instructional website on tennis. We've been voted top 10 in the world by Lessons.com for our YouTube channel. And today we got a three-part series for you on how to master that nasty slice serve, which is my favorite thing to teach, by the way. As a lefty, some people say I have an unfair advantage, but guess what? The slice serve did not come easy to me. In fact, when I first started to learn how to hit a slice, I would miss for over a month. I went way wide. I was serving on the deuce court, and I'd hit way into the curtain on indoor courts over. Some even went over that curtain to the other people's courts. It was totally embarrassing. So I did work hard at this serve. I did not have an unfair advantage, and I'm gonna teach you how to do it. So in video one, what we're gonna do today is just teach you how to get that nasty feeling of slice on the ball. We're not concerned at all with if the ball goes in or out, okay? Please get rid of that in your head. Don't worry about in or out, because in video two, we're gonna teach you how to get control over that slice serve. And then in video three, we're gonna show you the 5 hot spots that you wanna start putting your serve into that's gonna make people totally like off balance the whole time. You can make them off balance just with the slice serve. Plus, we're gonna give you an introductory training to the kick serve if you wanna have that fire and ice, right? It's so good to be able to have that slice and the kick. So definitely follow us through all 3 of these videos. Let's get started. The first thing we wanna do is just get that feeling of getting spin on the ball. So we've got 3 types of serves. You've got a kick serve, you've got a flat serve, and then you got a slice serve. And for so many people who start out with, they start hitting flat because they start with that frying pan grip, and so when they go to hit, they can even hit a pretty hard first serve, right? And I'm gonna miss a lot of these because it's hard to hit flat like that. Look at that. Then I finally made that one went in. That's what a lot of people experience out there on the recreational courts, is that they can hit the ball hard, some go in, some go out, and then the second serve, what do? They gotta tap that ball in the box and it gets crushed. Well, the cool thing about, oops, we just hit the camera there. The cool thing about having a slice or a kick serve is that the spin, you win with spin, guys. The spin keeps the ball in. So if I'm able to step up here and hit a slice serve, a couple things are going on. First of all, I'm getting better clearance over the net. I'm able to get the ball off the court with a good slice, so my second shot is easier. And for a second serve, I can also comfortably step up here and feel confident that because I can spin the ball in, that it's just not going, like a hammer and nail, that I'm coming around the ball, that for my second serve, I'm confident with that. Even if I'm playing a match, you see how those balls are going in, even if I'm playing a match, I'm now jumping into that serve and feeling confident. Right now I'm just in teaching mode, so my feet are on the ground, but you can see I got a lot of racket acceleration, and those balls are going in, and I could do that all day long. And look at how they were bouncing and going off the court. So we wanna learn how to do that. So today I'm gonna teach you, it's actually one of my favorite videos I've ever done, the skipping the rocks drill, to where when you were a kid, you remember how you used to go out to the lake, to the river, and skip rocks. So this is a rock right here, and you'd get down low and you bend your legs real low, and you try and skip that ball off the river, off the lake. And when you got a really good one, it felt awesome. Well, that to me is how we can start learning how to hit a really good slice. So the first thing we can do, just to kind of warm up our skipping the rocks idea, is we can start to just do this with the ball. I call this buzzing the ball. Now this is not gonna be enough to really make it skip, to really get it going, but what you're doing here is you're putting underspin on the ball. The slice is basically underspin, and the kick is topspin. So if I'm hitting this right here and I'm playing a match and I'm going like that, that's kind of like the skipping the rocks thing, I'm putting extreme slice or underspin on the ball. If I'm coming like this now I'm hitting topspin on the ball. So if I'm playing a match and you see my ball moving off the court like this, see, that's slice. If you see the ball kind of do the opposite, that was kick, okay? Slice, topspin. And so the skipping the rocks drill, what you want to do is you need that Continental Grip, first of all. You need the Continental Grip. And you want to really cuff that wrist back. That's the big thing. It's kind of like in tennis, a lot of people right now, they're making videos on the forehand, and they talk about this wrist lag to really get topspin. Well, I like to think of the skipping the rocks as a reversed wrist lag, to where I'm coming here and now I'm going like that. So I want to really kind of put my elbow out aggressively, and so now the strings are facing into me, because I've seen people watch the skipping the rocks drill and then they email me and they say they can't figure it out. So I'm teaching you how to do the skipping the rocks step by step today. So now I'm here, I got that elbow out, and then I'm going to go into that reverse wrist lag. See that? Now I'm coming here, but I'm in that Continental Grip. I'm not in a topspin grip. See that? So I really get it back there. Now if you just get back there and you do it, you can get it going a little bit, but you can't really get that aggressive snap. That's why you need this right here, and then you snap into it. Just like if you're going to get a forehand and you're here, and then you snap into it, you're going to get more momentum. So I'm kind of giving you a forehand lesson too, by the way, right now. So I'm here, strings are facing into me, and then I'm going to aggressively come like that out, very low on the ball, and now you can see that I can really put some nasty spin on the ball. That was crazy. Okay, I gotta count my blessings there. I almost knocked down a $1,000 camera, but I'm out here doing this for you guys. So that's basically that skipping the rocks. Now I'm gonna hit some more where I'm not really worried if it's going in or out, and I'm gonna hit it over there so that we don't break the camera. That's the first step we're gonna do to start filling the slice in, to start feeling what it feels like to hit that slice. So we'll be back with step 2 on this. Okay guys, so now you know how to skip the rocks. As far as, again, we have that right there into our chest. The strings are facing into our chest, elbow here cocked up, and then you're aggressively going with racket head speed. Now you don't care if you're hitting some sloppy, terrible shots, if you're hitting framers, it doesn't matter. This is gonna make you really feel the cut of the ball, getting the racket head speed, which I think is so important on the slice serve, and seeing that ball get all kinds of action on it. Don't worry if you're hitting framers or anything like that. No big deal. I hit them myself when I'm doing this. So now you got that. Now what I want you to start to do is pretend that you're in a really fancy hotel, and this is the ground floor. We're on the ground floor when we're doing our skipping the rocks, and then we want to get up to the middle floor, and then we eventually want to get up to the top floor. Because I find that when people do it this way, they'll start to naturally see it turn into and manifest itself into a serve, to where if they just try and do that serve, I see so many people struggle up here. So watch this. We're gonna have 4 balls. I'm gonna go bottom floor, middle floor, then I'm getting up towards the top floor, and then I'm gonna get to the penthouse, and watch how the ball slices. Again, we don't care if they're going in or out. This is not an in or out drill, so if I get one in, great. If I don't, just watch the action on the ball. That's what I want you to see. So again, we're going right here, we're going down here to the bottom floor, and we're doing our skipping the rocks. Then we're gonna go up here to the middle floor, skipping the rocks. And you can see it turn into a little bit more of a slice. Then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get almost to the top floor and cut around the ball. That ball actually went in and got way off the court, and then we're gonna get up to the top floor and hit that slice. And so now you can see it turn more into a serve. We got action on it. Once you get up to the top floor and you feel comfortable with it, then you just start letting them ride. Just start hitting that slicer over and over and over and over again. Oh my gosh, those were so good. 3 for 3. So there you go, guys. That's video 1. In video 2, we're gonna come back so I can show you how to control it. You see, once I started to get to that top floor, I could actually hit that serve inconsistently, and I was not even really aiming that hard. Like, I was just kind of winging it, but I do have pretty good precise slice serves, and I want to show you how you can start to build your consistency. So at the end of this video, I think it's up here. You can click to go to video 2, or we'll put it in the end screens. We'll make it very obvious so you can join us on video 2. Pete from Crunch Time Coaching. I'll see you right back.